know that we'll be in another 6 minutes, and that's what's making it all possible as we get ready tonight to bring you our final points races of the season here at Riverglade Speedway. And as you can see, we're starting just a little bit behind, but that's me. That's my fault. As we welcome you at our pace lap of vehicles here tonight at Riverglade Speedway, as usual, and around the track here at RGS by our fine folks from the St. John Ambulance. Also, Taylor's Auto Body out here again tonight, and they're getting ready to be here again tomorrow, as this is the first half of our Labor Day doubleheader with the Coca-Cola 200-lap Enduro tomorrow and Wreckham race afterwards. As Taylor's Auto Body will shortly be here for that. There are points, people who sponsor our points in our Dukes division, Citywide Courier and Messenger Service, as well as they sponsor our Trick Track Truck. Winner of the second half of the Homestead Restaurant, that is, the Twin 100s out there, the number 89 car, Jim Duke, and number 50, Danny Duke, with their replicas on the roof, courtesy of Mr. Sonia, I believe, up there in the Rooster's Roost. Number 85, Ken McKenzie out there, and Mr. Oblinus, the longest passenger. Number 9, Brian Quinlan's car. Hi, Brian. Ready to rock and roll tomorrow? Of course you are. 28 car, Jim McPherson. I think is Big Bad Bob DeWolf still in there tonight. Number 29, Bob Fraser. And our Sportsman Division, number 17, Lee Stray. Hi, Lee. How you doing? Hi, Mrs. Mum Lee. Let's see now, 00. That's the whole clan, I think, there, yeah. Derek Smith. How you doing, Derek? 28, Dave Oblinus. These two guys really had a rock and roll finish to their feature last week. Number 28 car winning it, Dave Oblinus. 66, Kenny Crossway. Number 14 car, Danny Spurt. Hi, Dan. Wake up, son. Take notes. We'll ask questions later. 55, the overall winner of the Homestead Restaurant Twin 100s is right there. Number 55, Dave Mullins' car. Picked up $1,200 for his fun last week. Number 21 car, Johnny Comfort. Number 78, Bob Boucher. No, the Ford is not in it tonight, but boy, would he love to be. I don't think so. Number 40 car, owned by Sam Harvard, campaigned by Billy McLean. 62 car, Paul Lewis. Taylor, there's Grampy. Wave to Grampy. There it is. Straight up here, Paul. Number 42 car, Charlie Lewis. Fresh from the jig to you as it goes. 47 car, Ken Bennington. Still looking for his sway bar. 92 car, Jim Beeman. Number 8 car of John Godfrey out of the Homestead Restaurant, one of our major sponsors here at Riverglade Speedway. We welcome them in again here tonight. 99 car is Paul Jorgensen. 13 car, Roger Sears. 22 car, Al Snowgrove. And that's one of the cars in the pits that's going to have, and has a for sale sign on it. 68 cars, Brian Chappell. 99 car, Joe Dupree. Brother Joseph. Number 3, Brian Constantine and the boss. 09, Todd Turner's car. And more bosses. 16, Star Stripe. Star on the Wall met a little earlier, but he's got that fixed. Happy birthday month. Okay. Snuck one up on me. I thought you're only allowed to have one a year. Is that right? Is it your second one this year or the first one? First one. Oh, well, it's early yet. Don't forget the banquet on the 19th of November. We'll celebrate another one then. Number 20 car, Zorgaland. 95 car. Good to see the 95 car back again. Big Jill in there. Jill is here. 62 car, Josh Goslin drives that. 25 in the Sportsman Division. Doing well this season. I think it's the leading rookie. Let me just check those points again. I have to check. Yep. Got 1,093 car, 25 car, I should say, is 1,093 points. That's Ian Mullins. 75-point lead over number 09, Todd Turner, going into tonight's action in that rookie points race. 33 car, winner of last week's feature, Vince McCormick. Right behind him, the 33 car of number 33, Jim Denham, also leading this season in the Dukes Point. 42 car, Steve Rogers from Uphampton Way. The 19 car, Timmy Rogers, trying for the 4 feet tonight. Going into tonight's action, Tim has 1,290 points. And that's 78 points ahead of number 66, Kenny Crossway. So they say it ain't over till it's over. 94 car, Winnie the Pooh Burnham. How you doing, Dave? Dave, come on, smile for me, big guy. Number 12 car, Donnie Collette, and Donnie says that car is for sale. Donnie's going to get another car built, so he's going to be selling that car after campaigning it only 1 year. Number 5 car, new car here this season in our Dukes, Stephen Potter. Number 15, another new car in the Dukes division, Terry Allen. 78 car, rookie Adam Bond in the Sportsman division, and back in the caboose in his green machine, number 93, Philly Bear. Mike Carson was driving car number 21. It was crunched in hot laps, and he'll be driving the number 21 car tonight. So Mike Arsenault will be in the 21 car of Johnny Comforts tonight. Full ballot. Very important that we get those in the ballot box down there tonight, as right by the starter's gate. Very important, as our guest tonight here at Riverglade Speedway is sales manager for Great Tool Limited, Mr. Dave Weatherby, and he'll be drawing 3 names later on. We'll be drawing for 3 winners. You must be here to win. So you've got a good chance tonight to win it by filling out that ballot in the program and getting it into that ballot box down there as quick as possible. We'll be drawing before we start tonight's features. Terry Clattenburg, the winner of this afternoon's NASCAR race down the road here at Petty Speedway earlier on this afternoon. Thanks to Stephen Pettypaw for the latest results in that. And as we're working on our program, don't forget also to get your ballots in there. This is the last weekend for those ballots for the most popular driver, the best-looking driver. No, best-looking car, sorry. That's Sportsman and Duke Best-Looking Car of the Year, sponsored by Hub City Auto Paints and Supplies Limited. And your most popular Dukes driver, sponsored by Millet's Convenience Store in Riverview. You can vote for your most popular Sportsman driver. That ballot is in there, sponsored by the fine folks that are the Drive Shaft Specialists, Auto Service Repair Store, Main Street, Moncton. Those ballots in there. Don't forget also, we're going to be drawing the... Steve, get off that bicycle. There's no training wheels on there, big guy. Sorry. No, get off. So that's going to be drawn for tonight, courtesy of the fine folks at Eastern Sports Limited. Steve, if you had one for the other foot, it might work. Nice suit. Did it come to press like that all the time? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, now that we picked on Steven. So don't forget now, folks, to get all our ballots in, including and especially the ones from the fine folks at Great Tools who are here tonight. And we're going to be drawing for those 3 drive tool sets later on in tonight's show. So don't forget to get those ballots in. As our guest tonight, Mr. Dave Weatherby, who's here representing Great Tool, all its fine dealers in the area, including the Eddy Group Limited up in Bathurst, Moffat Industrial Supplies in St. John, RK Buzzle Limited over on Driscoll Crescent and Amherst, or in Moncton, along with their stores in Amherst and Charlottetown, the Uni Select Warehouse in Edinburgh Drive, the Commercial Equipment Store in Fredericton, just to name a few of the fine dealers that you'll find carrying Grey Tools Limited, or the Grey Tools. So, also, what else have we got on our social agenda tonight? We got a nice thank you card here, and here's the way it reads. Les, please say thanks to all my pit crew, their wives and girlfriends for their patience, and our sponsors for another great year that we had here at Riverglade Speedway. This is signed number 19, Timmy Rogers. Nice touch, Tim. Also, happy 7th anniversary to Mark and Betty Fay from Moncton. That's coming up tomorrow, the 7th of September. Don't forget, he does our regular race report on CFQM at 5:45 every Tuesday, sponsored by Ideal Muffler. Also, happy birthday to Janet Crossway. Janet claims she's only 35. That's all right, Jerry, I'm 39 and holding, but I won't tell you for how long. Also, coming up, Riverglade Speedway's extended schedule for the 1994 season. That's right, we're going to have races next Sunday afternoon, the 11th and the 18th, as well at 2 o'clock. And that's the extended schedule being brought to you by the new track owners, Pat and Shelley, the Rogers family, here at Riverglade Speedway. And already we're getting ready to go here with our first races of the night. Things are really totally insane. Happy birthday to Nicole Duncan, who was 10 years old. Happy birthday, Nicole, indeed. Sportsman heat of the afternoon, make that the evening. It's now 6:05, and it's going to be in this one, number 94, Winnie Burnham. On the inside, outside, number 93. Philly Bear, 47 is Ken Bennington, 29 is Bobby Fraser, 99 car is Paul Jorgensen. Then the 14 car, LC Beeman, 78 car is none other than Adam Pond. Number 12 car, Johnny Collette. Number 8, John Godfrey. And 02, back in the caboose, is Lloyd Garner. Tool night. It's a 10-lap qualifying heat for the final night of points here for the 94 season at Riverglade Speedway. Green flag turns them loose for the first time. They rumble off into turn number 1. It's Winnie Burnham on the inside. Billy Bear on the outside. Into turns 3 and 4 for the first time here. They jump down the punches. Winnie hanging out the wire. Philip Beer trying to make the move on the outside. Takes over the lead. Followed by number 29, Bobby Fraser, as they try to box in. Adam Pond checking the marbles up on the outside in turn 1. And it's 93, Philip Beer, number 29, Bobby Fraser, reel them in as they come out of turn 4. Back down the front stretch, it's still the 93 car, Philip Beer, 29, Bobby Fraser, now 99, Paul Jorgensen. Trying to get up into that third spot in front of 94, Winnie Burnham. And coming with him is the 47 car, Ken Bennington. Into turn number 1, the leader of the pack continues to be 93, Philly Bear, followed by 29, Bobby Fraser, and 99 car, Paul Jorgensen. Train a little long as they stretch it out, coming out of turn 4. Bob Fraser now just off the inside of turn 1 there as Winnie has a little problem. She's back out of that agricultural racing. 93, Philly Bear, 29, Bobby Fraser now down the front stretch in that battle for the lead. And at the half, it's still Philly Bear by a half a car with Bob Fraser on the outside. 99, Paul Jorgensen by himself, still in third. Followed by the 47 car, Ken Bennington, and rounding off the top 5 is number 8, John Godfrey. Here comes that battle for the first place. And still one car lead for number 93, Philly Bear, as he and Bobby Fraser are side by side coming out of turn 2. Fraser again sticks the nose of that Buick in there on the outside. Jorgensen trying to reel him in coming out of turn 4. Side by side this time into turn 1. Fraser still holds that outside line. Philip Bear on the inside. As they go down the backstretch, Philip Bear with that half a car lead going into turn 3. With 2 laps to go, they're still now side by side and bumper to bumper as Jorgensen has wheeled them in now as they go down the backstretch. It's side by side for the lead. Bill Jorgensen, make that Philly Bear on the inside. Number 29, Bobby Fraser on the outside. Side by side for the white flag. It's still anybody's race. Philly Bear with a little tweak under the car going into turn 2 and 29, Bobby Fraser takes over the lead going into turn 3. Followed by 93, Philip Bear now with 2-car battle for third. Here they come for the second flag. It's 29, Bobby Fraser. 93, Philip Bear, and 99, Paul Jorgensen, and Ken Bennington. Number 8, John Godfrey. 78, Adam Pond. And 14, LC Beeman. And let's not forget Winnie the Pooh. Burnham in the 94 car. And down in the corner in our new gazebo barbecue, you will get such beautiful treats as hamburgers, hot dogs, hot one, and down in our other corner, of course, we have our regular canteen down there, as well as our fine folks from Kirk sausages as well. So, don't forget to get down and put on the feedback. Lots of great eats down there tonight. in either side of our canteen or stands for our canteen facility. Coming around to get his picture taken by Gary Ward. Don't forget to drop by and see Gary and Sharon. They've got some great late season bargains on track memorabilia down here at the entranceway as you come into the track here at Riverglade Speedway. Rogers, the new owners of Riverglade Speedway, and says, we're excited about our new venture and hope you are too. Looking forward to hearing your comments. Now, please, if you have anything that you would like to comment on, you'll see the box down there by the fence next to our fine folks who are selling the 50-50 tickets, the Salisbury Lions Club. Fill your comments in. They are interesting and hearing from you. Okay, thanks. That's from the Rogers. And they come around the third. He's number 2. And there's green flag. Turns the low there in the front stretch. Number 30, Aaron Lewis, 62. Paul Lewis side by side. And Paul puts the pedal down on the outside, keeping that momentum up. Let's see if he's got a clean line for turn 3. It looks like he can make the turn down. And he's our first lap leader coming out of turn 4. Number 62, Paul Lewis. Lewis now holds it up a little bit more breathing room down in front of 30, Aaron Lewis, and 28, Bob DeWolf, as we go back into turns 3 and 4. Holding on to that 4th spot is number 7, Bobby Charters, with 13, Roger Sears of 42. Steve Rogers running off the top 6 as they go back into turn 3. Here comes your leader, 62, Paul Lewis. Very bunched up back from 4th back, but there's your leader going in the middle of the backstretch. Back into turns 3 and 4, 62, Paul Lewis. Aaron Lewis holding on to that 2nd spot. In front of the 28 car, driven by Bob DeWolf. And then back-to-back, side-by-side action from Bob Charters back in the 7th car. And they're all chasing. It's still 62, Paul Lewis. And at the half, 62, Paul Lewis, 30, Aaron Lewis, 28, Bob DeWolf round off the top 3. 42, Steve Rogers now moves up into 4th, followed by Bob Charters, 89, winner of the second half of the Homestead Restaurant International. That's Jim Duke now making the move. Out of turn 2, down the back chute, it's still 62, Paul Lewis, with a 5-car lead over number 30, Aaron Lewis, in 2nd spot. Now we have a 3-car battle stepping up for that battle for 3rd. Here they come out of turn 4. Down the back chute, it's still no trouble at all for Paul Lewis and number 30, Aaron Lewis. Now we've got 89, Jim Duke, making his move on the inside of the 28 car, being driven by Bob DeWolf. And with 2 laps to go, it's still Paul Lewis, Aaron Lewis, and now Jim Duke up into 3rd. Side-by-side action now for 4th. 42, Steve Rogers and Bob DeWolf. Roger Sears, Bob Charters, Danny Duke, Billy McLean, and Todd Turner. White flag time, 1 lap to go for number 62, Paul Lewis. Followed by 30, Aaron Lewis, and 89, Jim Duke. Here they come around turn number 4 for the last time, and the checkered flag is out for number 62, Paul Lewis, followed by Aaron Lewis, Jim Duke. Number 42, Steve Rogers. Number 13, Roger Sears, showing some weird colored exhaust there, with number 28, Bob DeWolf on the outside of him. All right now, folks, we get ready to bring you our first heat for Dukes. Don't forget now, pick up your programs and get that ballot, or all those ballots filled in there tonight, but in particular the Great Tool one, because those prizes are being drawn for here tonight at Riverglade Speedway. come out of turn 4. Eugene Weagle going pit side. Our starter, Kenny Weagle. Big Ken turning him loose as Eugene Weagle went pit side on that one. Kenny Brace and our assistant starter up there tonight, Stephen Pettipaw. Looks like Steve's been busy all weekend. As they now go 4 wide into turn 3. Look out! Side by side, 3 wide coming out of turn 4, and it's Jim LeBlanc, Bob Boucher. They're 3 wide going back into turn 1. I don't know if these guys are on drugs or not, but that ain't the way to do it, folks. Oh, no. I think they're going to make it. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Up. There goes the flying trapeze artist, this time taking a tire with him. Looks like it came off the 78 car. Bob Boucher, as he's... Oh, there's what a rotor looks like minus the tire. So, oh, goodness. Going to fire the mechanic on that one. Bringing out the yellow flag, and I think might be able to... yeah, there he goes, limping back to the pit area. I don't know what it's been this year, but it's been the year of the broken studs. Axles and all kinds of good stuff. Down goes that tire. We'll have a restart in just a few seconds. Get them lined up here in the front stretch. A lot of things happening so very quickly here tonight. Here's your overall finish in the top 10 for the Homestead Restaurant Twin 100s. First spot was number 55, Dave Mullins. Second spot was number 85, Ken McKenzie, and third, 09, or make that 89, Jim Duke. Fourth was 09, Todd. Then, back in the caboose, number 15, Terry Allen. Around for the restart, and starter Kenny Brace turns the blues here in the front stretch to start lap number 3. Still bunched up. Number 5, Stephen Potter on the inside, 16 Star Stripe. As they come around, looks like 62, John Gosling had a problem there on the restart. He's limped back to the pit area. Hi, Mike, looks good. Number 5, Stephen Potter, trying to really open up this early lead. 42, Charlie Lewis, 15, Terry Allen on the inside. Takes over that third spot in front of 16 Star Straight as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front stretch, it's Stephen Potter in the 5 car, followed by 42, Charlie Lewis, 15, Terry Allen. 42 car with a little tire rub there coming in and out of the turns. He puts the weight on that back right rear tire. Now the front shoot one more time. It's a half is Stephen Potter with the lead. 42, Charlie Lewis trying to reel him in as they go into turns 1 and 2. 15, Terry Allen holds on to third in front of Star Strike, Jim Legier. Jim LeBlanc, 99. Back in the caboose now is Joe Dupree. Potter now within striking distance for number 42, Charlie Lewis, as they come out of turn 4. Only a 1-car lead as Lewis now looks to the inside. There's that little bit of smoke we were telling you about earlier coming out of the 42 car. 15, Terry Allen having just a little bit of problem coming out of turn 2. His heel the wall got friendly. Star Strike still there in 4th, followed by 95. Jim Legier has got 2 laps to go this time around as that battle for first place is heating up. As Charlie Lewis watching the 5 cars skate around there a little bit, trying to reel him in. As they go back first, third, and 4th into the turn. Here they come for first and second. Out of 4. Steve Potter with 1 lap to go. In front of Charlie Lewis, who I think realizes now he can't reel him in, and he's trying to hold on to that position with that car acting up with that smoke coming out of it. So looks like no trouble at all for the checker flag coming out of turn 4 for it. Number 5, Stephen Potter, then 42, Charlie Lewis. And number 15, Terry Allen, Star Strike, Jim Legier, Jim LeBlanc, and Joe Dupree. The number 5 car in his first season, well, probably within his first 6 weeks here, is Stephen Potter in that Malibu from Salisbury. Sportsman action to follow. So Good time now. Remember now, picking up those programs as well as your 50-50 tickets, but in your program fans. That's right, only the fans eligible. Stephen Potter goes around with the checkered flag. You fill out that ballot tonight, and you're pulling up same ballots by the sales manager for Grade Tool, Mr. Dave Weatherby, who's here tonight. And Dave and I and Ernie will be down there a little later on before we start our main features. And 3 lucky fans who are here tonight will be the winner of those 3 sets of 3 drive tools. Also, Grade Tool is sponsoring at the banquet this year. The prize will be given out. The complete set of tools for the driver who missed the least amount of laps this season at Riverglade Speedway. In either division, all the races that those drivers were eligible to be in, they were in and missed the least amount. It'll be either a sportsman or a Dukes driver. And speaking of Dukes drivers, let's hear it for number 5, Stephen Potter. If you need any rules for the record race tomorrow, got them up here. Aye. Had to come around for the green flag. No, yellow flag. Whoops. Looks like we didn't see the yellow back in the back row. Number 55, Dave Mullins, up there very quickly, the pedal to the metal. He's limping now. Let's hope he can get back in it. That front bumper took an awful look very close as number 6, Terry Charters, limps back. 66, Kenny Crossways, okay, yeah. Vince McCormick, maybe, we're not sure yet. He's got her an arm at the wrong gear. We say hello to Lauren Scott. Lineup looks okay this time. Watch for the yellow light in front of the Budweiser sign. You could be knowing what's going on just a little bit more as they get turned loose this time. 85, Ken McKenzie, and 25, Ian Mullins, setting the pace as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch. And it's 85, Ken McKenzie, number 2, Danny Brown, making a move on the inside of Mullins now. Into turn 3, coming out of turn 4. Here's your leader, 85, Ken McKenzie. Number 2, Danny Brown up in the second spot there on the outside of him. 25, Ian Mullins is he at 66. Kenny Crossways get a little tangle. Vince McCormick takes some evasive action, and so is 21, Mike Arsenault. They got a little ring-a-ding there going out of turn 1. 85, Ken McKenzie. All that action happened behind him, so he holds on to that lead. Has opened up a good lead now, along with number 2, Danny Brown. Those 2 guys starting to take off and high as they come down the front stretch. It's still 85, Ken McKenzie, and number 2, Danny Brown, 1 and 2 as they come out of turn 4. 66, Kenny Crossways holds on to third in front of 25, Ian Mullins. 19, Timmy Rogers. 22, Al Snowgrove. 21, Mike Arsenault, driving the Johnny Comfort car tonight. We'll explain that later to you. 33, Vince McCormick, and 55 is Dave Mullins. They're coming to the half, and there's your leader still, number 85, Ken McKenzie. Ken McKenzie holds on to that streetcar lead in front of number 2, Danny Brown. They go back to turns 1 and 2. Kenny Crossways now is holding on to third all by himself, while number 25, Ian Mullins, and 19, Timmy Rogers, are in a battle for 4th and 5th as they go down the front stretch one more time. There's your leader, 85, Ken McKenzie. To go next time around for race leader number 85, Ken McKenzie. Number 2, Danny Brown holds on to that second spot. 66, Kenny Crossways. 25, Ian Mullins now in a battle with 19, Timmy Rogers as they go down the front stretch. 22, Al Snellgrove. And 55, Dave Mullins. 21, Mike Arsenault. And 33, Vince McCormick. 1 lap to go for number 85, Ken McKenzie. Half a lap to go for race leader number 85, Ken McKenzie, number 2, Danny Brown in second. As they come out of 4 for the checker flag, it's 85, Ken McKenzie, number 2, Danny Brown. Rounding off the top 3 of number 66, Kenny Presley. Then Timmy Rogers, Ian Mullins, Al Salvo, Dave Mullins, Vince McCormick, and Mike Arsenault. The 85 car, Ken McKenzie, running out of Salisbury, and B&B Country Store. As 85, Ken McKenzie. Sort of a Polish victory lap tonight. Don't forget, folks, to be filling out those ballots for one of the 3 sets of tools. That's right, you've got to be here to win. As Dave will be, or Make That Weather will be out there tonight with Ernie, and we'll be drawing for those as well. The bike goes tonight for some lucky winner from Eastern Sports Limited. That nice black racer out there for someone. As all the races tonight are being brought to you by the fine folks at Gray Tools Limited. 68 Brian Chappell, 92 is Jim Beeman, 20 is Zorga Land, number 9 Brian Quinlan, 14 Danny Burke, 28 Dave O'Blaine, 00 Jerry Smith, 33 Jim Dunham, 17 Lee Straight, and number 3 car is Brian Constantine as they come around for the green flag. Come out of turn 4, back down to front to it is 92, Jim Beeman, number 9, Brian Quinlan, and 68, Brian Chappell in that battle for first. Zorga Land in the 20 car still in there with 28, Dave O'Blaine. This is your second Duke qualifying heat. And they are heating it up as they come out of turn 4. 92, Jim Beeman, number 9, Brian Quinlan. Have broken away. And now it's Brian Chappell in the 68 car with his hands full of number 20, Zorga Land on the outside. Zorga Land trying to make that move going into turn 3, high on the outside. Watch the loose marbles up there is roar. Jim Beeman with the big Impala. Number 9, Brian Quinlan with that Malibu as they go back into turn 3. Quinlan trying to stick the nose in there, that green machine. 92 Beeman trying to keep that door closed, but he drifts a little wide. They go back into turn number 1 and 2. Beeman's car really not sticking in the back end, and that gives number 9, Brian Quinlan, some real estate as he moves in there. They're coming to the halfway mark this time around. Let's see who's going to be. They're side by side. Out of turn 4. As they come out of the turn, they both drift a little bit, a little tap. They are tied at the line. What a battle between number 9, Brian Quinlan, 92. Jim Beeman as Quinlan holds that inside line and moves into the lead going down the back chute. Now they're bumper to bumper out of turn 4. It's 9, Brian Quinlan, and 92, Jim Beeman. Number 20 is Zorga Land, 28, Dave O'Blaine, and 68, Brian Chappell. Rounding off the top 5 as they go to turn 2 and down the backstretch. Brian Quinlan, 92, Jim Beeman running 1 and 2. Then 28, Dave O'Blaine on the inside now in that battle for third with number 20 is Zorga Land. 2 laps to go this time around for number 9, Brian Quinlan. Opened up a 4-car lead coming out of turn 2. Now he stretches it in front of Jim Beeman, but that battle for third, fourth, and fifth ain't over yet. As number 28, Dave O'Brien, holds on to third, coming out of turn 4. White flag out this time around for number 9, Brian Quinlan. Into the last 2 turns. It looks like no trouble at all for number 9, Brian Quinlan. 92, Jim Beeman. They'll finish 1 and 2. Followed by number 28, Dave O'Brien. Number 20 is Zorga Land. 68, Brian Chappell. Then Derek Smith. Jim Dunham, Danny Burke, Brian Constantine, and back on the caboose. And that one looks like number 17, Lee Strite. The number 9 car. All right, Brian going around with the checker flag as we get ready to bring you our first Sportsman semi. my friend, the Flying Dutchman, number 47, Tom Visser, who's up here tonight from White Mountain Way.
White Hill.
White Hill, sorry. They shaved the top off it. Now it's only a hill. But it used to be a mountain. Tommy couldn't see over a mountain, so they shaved it down. He can only see over a hill.
All right, I don't think he heard me.
I don't think Tom Visser can hear me, but he's got the funny little green hat over there in the pit area. But just an old friend of mine from down Antigonish days. So this is your first Sportsman Semi. Turns him loose here in the front stretch as 94 Winnie Burnham and 78 Adam Pond. They've got 47 Ken Bennington backed up on the outside. Winnie hanging out the wash, coming out, and now she gets her Sunday night ride. That's the kind of thing that makes her both people loose. 47 Ken Bennington has taken over the lead. Winnie sits over there on the top part of the speedway, and the yellow flag comes out. Yellow's out. When they're unable to restart, you see the net come down. She's okay, but certainly her tonsils are up right now where she needs a good swallow. Two owners will bring you stock car racing in the afternoon here at Riverglade Speedway on September 11th and 18th at 2. They start lap number 2. And this your first Sportsman Semi at 78 Adam Pond and 47 Ken Bennington. Side by side as they battle down into turn number 3. Moving in there as well as number 8 John Godfrey. There they come. Ooh, ever so wide at a turn number 4. And it's Adam Pond and 47 Ken Bennington. On the outside of Bennington now, number 8 John Godfrey makes that move coming out of turn 2. As they go too wide now, chasing the 78 car of Adam Pond, your leader. Pond now with a one-car lead over those 2 cars in second. That's John Godfrey and Ken Bennington. Now Godfrey makes that move going into turn 3. Playing second spot in front of Ken Bennington. There they come in their battle for first place down the front stretch. As I say hello to Ernie Lively. Hi-yo, Ernie. Ernie, you're getting grayer by the day up here, big guy. Oh, you still got a lot of it up top there. No problem. 78 Adam Pond, number 8 John Godfrey, side by side as they come out of turn 4 down the front stretch. 47 Ken Bennington holds on to that second spot, and now 42 Pat Rogers moves up into the fray as they go down the back chute in that long train. Into turn 4, now it's Adam Pond with that lead over number 8 John Godfrey. 47 Ken Bennington, 42 Steve Rogers. Number 13 Roger Sears now moves up in there into the top 5. He gets a little cozy in there coming out of turn 2. Here comes the leader of the train and the pack, number 78, is Adam Pond. Number 8, John Godfrey. 47, Ken Bennington. 42, Steve Rogers. 13, Roger Sears. Then Bob Charters, Bob DeWolf, and L.C. Beeman back in the caboose in that train. Here they come with 2 laps to go. As they get a little wide back in the field. 78 Adam Pond and number 8 John Godfrey with a lap and a half to go as they go down the backstretch. Adam Pond and number 8 John Godfrey get cozy coming out of turn 4. 13 Roger Sears has made the pass on Bennington to move into third. In the last half lap, they're coming around this time for the checkered flag. See who it's going to be this time, and it looks like it's going to be 78 Adam Pond, number 8, John Godfrey, 13, Roger Sears, and Steve Rogers, Ken Bennington, Bob Charter, Bob DeWolf, and L.C. Beeman in that one, the 78 car. Bringing home the checkered flag, Adam Pond in that Lumina. Running out of Moncton and sponsored by Action Truck Cap, Necessity Bear, Adams Insurance, Bob's Backhoe, Service, Barely Sprinkler System, and Salisbury Metro. second sportsman semi, also a 10-lap race.
Second sportsman semi, 10 laps. Head for the green. People hands to turn to Kendrick.
Here we go as they come out of turn number 4 in the second sportsman semi. They're turned loose on the front stretch. This should be a good one with some great side-by-side action early as they go out of turn 2 down the back through 50. Danny Duke on the outside number 40 for you Chrysler fans. That's Billy McLean in the Sam Harper car. Side-by-side still coming out of turn 4. And it's your call. That was close at the stripe. We'll call it a tie to save controversy. Number 50, Danny Duke, now trying to open up a little lead. 50 car in the inside with the lead. Number 40, Billy McLean. Here comes 09, Todd Turner. He's in there as well. Still very cozy in two groups of 4. 50, Danny Duke, 40, Billy McLean, 09 now on the inside of McLean as they go back into turn 3. That's Todd Turner. 25 car moving in there. 25 is Ian Mullins. He's your leading rookie in the points parade this season. Number 50, Danny Duke now, 09, Todd Turner. Number 40, Billy McLean. 25, Mullins trying to keep the 40 car up on the outside. Here they come, the bunch of 4 out of turn 4. 50, Danny Duke, 09, Todd Turner. Turner makes the move on the inside. And 50, Danny Duke, looking down to see if there's any real estate to hold that inside line. And number 09, Todd Turner goes right back up on the inside. Number 50, Danny Duke, 09, Todd Turner. Turner still holding that inside line as they go back into turn 3. Let's see if Duke can hold them off coming out of turn 4. On the front chute is still number 50, Danny Duke, 09. Todd Turner with that inside line. They're side by side in turn 2. Out of turn 2 down the backstretch. 50, Danny Duke keeping those revs up just a little higher. Able to sneak out in front. But number 09, Todd Turner, pauses a little bit and gives us some real estate there coming out of turn 4. 25, Ian Mullins holds on to 3rd with number 40, Billy McLean in 4th. In the first group of 4. Then back in group number 2 is Al Snellgrove, 55, Dave Mullins, 21, Mike Arsenault, and 33, Vince McCormick. 2 laps to go for number 50, Danny Duke. 09, Todd Turner taking another look to that inside line. We've got less than 2 laps to make a move. There they come into turn 4. That door opened up a little bit with 1 lap to go. And number 50, Danny Duke, moves over to close it, going back into turn 1. Down the backstretch, number 50, Danny Duke at 09, Todd Turner. This one ain't over if Duke goes a little wide. Now Turner looks to the outside, and no way for number 50, Danny Duke, the checker flag, followed by 09, Todd Turner. 25, Ian Mullins, 40 is Billy McLean, and Al Snellgrove, Dave Mullins, Vince McCormick, and Mike Arsenault. A good one there in 2 groups of 4 racing. And number 50, Danny Duke, holding out the checker flag. Danny running out of Moncton is sponsored by Norris Pizza, Steel Mart, All Line Enterprises, Speedy Loop, Stores to Remember, Maritime Engine Tech, and the Sign Shop. We get ready to go with the first Duke Semi. Now, folks, we've got some rather different prizes and some good ones for you. These are reach-out programs for CPR training, and we have some gift certificates for you tonight. And the first one is for a $20 value, and this coming from Linda Chevry. Here is your first winning ticket. Check your ticket stub numbers for 082-261, 082-261. And then for one for a $30 value, also from the Reach Out Respond for Life program, for a $30 gift certificate, 082-200. Who's number 62, Josh Goslin. Had his problems a little earlier on. Let's hope for Josh they got them all straightened out. Here they come. Yellow light is out. And the green flag turns them loose here in the front stretch as they go rumbling off into turn 1 for the first time. Down the backstretch, they are going 3, 4, wow. Don't look, girls, this could be messy. And 15, Terry Allen was in that back and ended up losing on the outside line. And starter Kenny Brace points his finger. Usually that doesn't mean the fickle finger of fate either. 78, Bob Boucher with the lead now in the backstretch, followed by number 7, Jim LeBlanc, and 99, Joe Dupree. 78, Bob Boucher, number 7, Jim LeBlanc, 99, Joe Dupree now on the outside. Moving in there as well as number 16, Star Stripe. He leans the big Impala around. The 78, Bob Boucher, a little out of shape, and that opened the door for number 7, Jim LeBlanc, to take over the lead. Number 7, Jim LeBlanc, 16, Star Stripe, and the battle of Stripe comes out in front on the inside as he and number 78, Bob Boucher, do a little leaning coming out of turn 2. These guys are serious tonight. Boucher goes a little wide. Now it gets a little gap. He got a little out of shape coming out of turn 4. He gave up 4 positions in that one little mishap. 16, Star Stripe, number 5, Bob Potter, make that Stephen Potter battle for positions. And 16, Star Stripe holds on to that lead coming out of turn 4. 16, Star Stripe, whoa! Does a little mountain climbing coming out of turn 1 and the entrance to turn number 2. And number 5, Stephen Potter takes over the lead. And that will bring out the yellow flag. The old yellow is waving in the hands of starter Kenny Brace. And just a few races to go, folks, before we start tonight's features, brought to you by Gray Tools Limited. We'll be drawing for those sets of 3/8 drive tools, so don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, get your ballots in down there at the entrance to the starter's cage. That's a good name for it. You'll see the white ballot box down there as we want you to get those ballots in. Also, your Pee Wee fan bicycle ballot. We'll be drawing for that tonight, courtesy of the fine folks at Eastern Sports. So we got a lot of work tonight for Mr. Dave Weatherby of Gray Tools Limited. Looks like we need the tow truck for some more work in turn number 2. As their store in Toronto and commercial equipment as well as Eastern Auto Warehousing in beautiful downtown Fredericton. Drop in and see Ron Vaughn and the boys. And who else have we got? Standard Auto Parts up Newcastle Way on Pleasant Street. Wilson here being the agent there. And A.J. Walker and Son for you folks down Truro Way. Don Legg and all the fine folks in there will be pleased to serve you. And of course the new Moffat Industries Limited, St. John, Yeti Group Limited in Bathurst, and of course RK Buzzle Limited, 21 Driscoll Court, and their stores in Amherst and Charlottetown as well. Five down, 5 to go as the hook is put on number 16 over there, courtesy of Trent Blakeney. And limping back to the pit area is Star Stripe. On the restart will be the front 4. Then we bring in Terry Allen, Charlie Lewis, 62, Josh Goslin, and 95, Gilles Legier back in the caboose in the second 4. And they have 5 laps to go on the restart.
They're going to get the green flag.
Yellow light is out in front of the Budweiser sign, and that means they should get green coming out of turn 4. Starter Kenny Brace turns the loose here in the front stretch.
Over in the wall again.
And now we have 3 cars in an embrace over there. I think that we got some locked bumpers, engine bonnets, and trunk lids. Other than that, nothing serious. As the yellow flag comes back out, Gary Allen and Charlie Lewis. I think Charlie Lewis has got his front end up high enough you could change the oil right about now. Of course, bring out another yellow flag.
I think there's a rule you can't race in tandem. Car has to run individually, don't you?
Yeah, none of this piggyback stuff for us here at Riverglade.
Fifth wheel.
That's a tribute to Ernie and Winona McLean. Here they come out of turn number 4, trying to finish this first Duke semi. Happy birthday, Janet. 35. What are the jumps, you know? Here they come down the backstretch. Ooh, 3 wide out of turn 2, and it's number 99, Joe Dupree. Number 5, Stephen Potter, side by side. Gary Allen in there in the 15 car. Here they come down the front stretch, and it's 99, car Joe Dupree. Number 5, Stephen Potter hanging out the wash. Whoa, car's just a bit loose, but he's holding on to that lead. With 99, Dupree sticking his nose in there as well. 15, Gary Allen. Here comes 78. Boucher up on the outside. Oh, and Boucher hangs out the wash, coming out of turn 4. Hits the wall kind of hard, but he keeps the car underneath him. Maybe he's using that wall as a secret weapon. Number 5, Stephen Potter, 99, Joe Dupree, 15, Terry Allen. That's your front 3 with 2 laps to go this time around. Let's see if they can keep it together coming out of turn 4. Number 5, Stephen Potter, and 99, Joe Dupree with the lead. Less than 2 laps to go, and they're really dicing it up in there in the front 4 cars. That's number 5, Stephen Potter, still holding on. No, there's Dupree on the outside. Now they're side by side in turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, the finish good. Stephen Potter with the white flag, and it's Joe Dupree. Stephen Potter, 15, Terry Allen, 42, Charlie Lewis, 95, Jill Legere in there with 62, Josh Gosler. They are really close. As now they get tangled up there in the backstretch. Something wrong with the 42 car. Here they come to the checker flag out of turn number 4. And it's going to be number 5. My call anyway. We'll wait and see if that's official. Number 5 in there with 99 in second. And 15, Terry Allen. Number 5. Stephen Potter from Salisbury picking up the checker flag. 99, Joe Dupree in second, and 15, Terry Allen. There's number 78, Bob Boucher was into the wall up there. He got fetched up in the marbles. Seems to be okay as he's getting out. Here comes the man for the checker flag, though, number 5, Stephen Potter.
He had to drive to get that man. No.
Stephen Potter in a very long 10-lap Duke semi picking up the checker flag. He'll do that parade lap to cool down. Sportsman 10-lap concert coming up. Then we'll have our Chapman's new and used cars last chance race. Sportsman Consi coming up, 93, Philip Beer. Looks like he'll be starting up front with number 29, Bobby Fraser. Then in row number 2, 99 is Paul Jorgensen, 30 is Aaron Lewis. Number 62 is Paul Lewis, 89, Jim Duke. 85, Ken McKenzie. Number 2, Danny Brown. 66, Kenny Crosswave is, here comes number 5, Stephen Potter. Bring it back to the checker flag and get his picture taken by Gary Ward. Oh, Gary's going to give him his best pose. Reversing the brim. How about a nice hand for this young rookie, number 5, Stephen Potter. Being Timmy Rogers.
And the sportsman punches coming. These cars have already qualified for the feature tonight. They don't necessarily have to run this one, but they want to build up some points, try and catch that number 19 car. You'd almost have to fall off the trail, though, I think, to win the point championship.
You know, going into tonight's action, folks, as I check my little book here, in the Budweiser and Coca-Cola Sportsman Points Parade, only 112 points separated the top 5 cars. Those led by number 19, Timmy Rogers, started tonight's action with 1,290 points. In second spot was number 66, Kenny Crossway, with 1,212 points. And rounding off the top three was 33, Vince McCormick, after his feature win last week. He moved from back in the pack way up into third spot, and he started tonight's action with 1,209 points. So you can see only 81 points separating the top three. In the Dukes Citywide Courier Messenger Dukes Points Parade, number 33, Jim Dunham, had 927 points, 69 points ahead of 14, Danny Burke, going into tonight's action. So 89 car, Jim Duke, 85, Ken McKenzie, number 2, Danny Brown, 66, Kenny Crossways, and 19, Timmy Rogers. Guys just dipsy-doodling just a little bit, trying to put some heat back in those tires, because those slicks get a little cool after every race. And of course the track cools off very quickly as the temperature drops. As starter Kenny Brace turns them loose here in our 10 lap. Clancy. It's 93 Philip Bear. 29 Bobby Fraser now trying to make a move on the outside of Bear to take over the early lead. Number 30 Aaron Lewis also trying to break away. Into turns 1 and 2, and it's 29 Bobby Fraser and 93 Philly Bear. Then number 30 Aaron Lewis, the top three, and then 89 Jim Duke. 99 is Paul Jorgensen riding off the top 5 as they go into turns 4 and 5 on the front stretch. 29 Bobby Fraser. He's starting to open up a little bit of breathing room as the rest of the guys battle for position behind him. 93 Philip Bear continues in second spot with 89 Jim Duke. Moving in there on the inside, they get cozy coming out of turn 4. Duke trying to open the door as they come out of turn 4. Philly Bear gets back into fourth spot behind Aaron Lewis as 89 Jim Duke moves up into second spot. The man they're all chasing. Here he comes into turn 4 and down the front stretch is 29 Bobby Fraser. Cars in a race by themselves, literally 89 in second spot, chasing 29 Bobby Fraser as the rest of the pack tries to reel them in. Half a half, it's 29 Bobby Fraser, 89 Jim Duke, number 30 Aaron Lewis, with 19 Timmy Rogers making his presence felt now as he moves up through the pack and tries to get around number 30 Aaron Lewis as they come out of turn 2. Here comes your leader out of turn 4, still all by himself, number 29 Bobby Fraser. 89 Jim Duke trying to reel him in. 19 Timmy Rogers up in the third. Followed by Aaron Lewis at number 2, Danny Brown now rounding off the top 5. 29 and 89 now getting very close on the track. Bob Fraser and Danny Duke are bumper to bumper now as they head for turn 3. Duke letting Fraser know he's there. They come around to see the 2 flags waved by starter Kenny Brace. Less than 2 laps to go. 19 Timmy Rogers now within striking distance. 29 Bobby Fraser slowed going into turn 2. He may have a tire going away as you see him trying to hold on to that car. With 19 Tim Rogers trying to make a move on the outside. Here comes your new leader, number 89, Jim Duke, with 1 lap to go. Bob Fraser, 19, Timmy Rogers, number 2, Dan Brown rounding off the top 4, all chasing the man who's headed for the checker flag, and new sportsman Carthy, number 89, Jimmy Duke. 29, Bob Fraser is going to be 19, Timmy Rogers, 29, Bob Fraser, and number 2, Danny Brown, then Ken McKenzie, Kenny Crossways, Aaron Lewis, Paul Lewis, 93, Philip Bear, 99, Paul Jorgensen.
Duke's run well last weekend. He made $1,000. Race distributed, picked up a nice piece of change here for the second half of the 100. The car's really going well the last 3 weeks. And it hasn't been going that well all year. He'd be right up there chasing Timmy Rogers along with the other 4 guys.
Okay, as we wait for number 89 car, Jimmy Duke, sponsored by Auto Trader, Steel Mart, Killam Trucks, Auto Wash, Carl's Metro, and the Reach Out programs bringing you CPR training, and we congratulate the 3 winners tonight of those gift certificates. Let's see here now, that list is right here somewhere. Yeah, let us congratulate Maurice Boudreau, Doreen Carter, and Clifford Smallwood for the winners of those prizes. And fine folks and their dealers of Great Tools Limited. 47, Ken Bennington. Number 7, Bob Charters. 28, Bob DeWolf. 42, Steve Rogers. 21, Mike Arsenault. 22, Al Snowgrove. 33, Vince McCormick. And 55 is Dave Mullins. And they're turned loose when they see that checker flag here in the front stretch. Number 7, Bob Charters, trying for the early lead now as he comes out of turn 2. Starts to open it up, going down the backstretch for 42, Steve Rogers, now up in the second spot. In lap number 1, here they come around. It's still number 7, Bob Charters, 42, Steve Rogers. Then a group of 4 still in that battle. Remember, these guys are still trying to qualify for the main feature coming up tonight, that 30-lap sportsman feature. Number 7, Bob Charters now goes a little wide. 42, Steve Rogers tries to move in there in that Oldsmobile. Followed by number 22, Al Snowgrove. 55, Dave Mullins on the outside. Moves up into that 4th spot in the 55 car. Here comes your early leader, number 7, Bob Charters. Remember, this is only an 8-lap race. Not much time to make decisions.
He's on to the tram on your side.
Number 7, Bob Charters holds on to that lead in front of 42. Steve Rogers is coming to the halfway mark. In this last chance race, it's still number 7, Bob Charters, 42, Steve Rogers. Now, 55, Dave Mullins up into 3rd, followed by Al Snowgrove, Ken Bennington, Bob DeWolf, Mike Arsenault driving the 21 car, and 33, Vince McCormick. Now it's going to be a 3-car battle. Here they come out of turn 4. Number 7, Bob Charters, 42, Steve Rogers now up on the outside. 55, Dave Mullins takes that inside line behind number 7, Bob Charters, as they go back into turn number 3. They've only got 2 laps to go this time around to decide these final 2 finishes. It's number 7, Bob Charters, 55, Dave Mullins, and 42, Steve Rogers. Side by side and down the backstretch. They're coming to the white flag this time around, and it's side by side for 42, Bob Charters, and make that number 7, Bob Charters, who's got a little out of shape. And 42, Steve Rogers, and 55, Mullins, stay go. And we can't see through the dust, but we can tell you there's some bent middle over there in turn number 2. There's 22, Al Snowgrove, and the dust started to fly, could not see, as it looks like he came out on the sorry end of that as everybody else is still moving. As 22, Al Snowgrove is out of his car and looking things over. As the folks down in turn 2 have now got a dusting. We got them lined up here in the front stretch. How are the French fries tonight, Tom? Those good? They look good, Tom. No thanks. Steve Rogers, and 55, Dave Mullins, with 1 lap to go, bringing them around. They're still under yellow, and they're turned loose here in the front stretch as we get ready for this final lap. It's 42 on the inside. Steve Rogers, Dave Mullins, remember the front 2 cars, and just make it into the feature. Here they come for the checkered flag, and it's 42, Stevie Rogers, 55, Dave Mullins running 2, 22, Al Snowgrove, and 33, Vince McCormick in there as well. The 42 car from Hampton, New Brunswick. Steve Rogers and that Cutlass. Sponsored by Ed Floyd Excavating, Rogers Machine Shop, and Laird Construction, picking up the checker flag. So 42 picking up the checker flag there, going around again and get his picture taken. Had lots of them this season in the program. Carl Bishop, could you come to the tower, please? Carl Bishop. So if you want to get home and get back in, now's the time to pick them up. Here they come around for the second Duke 10-lap semi. And starter Kenny Brace turns them loose here in the front stretch. 68 Brian Chappell and 92 is Jim Beeman. Down there they go into turn 4. Zorgaland trying to make a move. They lean on each other. And Brian Chappell and Brian Constantine collect each other. They do a little bit of, or make that Brian Chappell and Brian Quinlan do a little agricultural racing. Looks like Brian Chappell came out on the short end of that as he sits there trying to get it restarted. And will he stick his nose out? Yes, he does. As number 20 is Zorgaland comes around with this lead, followed by 92 Jim Beeman. 28 is Dave Oblinas running his third. Here comes your leader, number 20 is Zorgaland. Down the front stretch, 92 Jim Beeman, 28 is Dave Oblinas running his third. 14 Danny Burke in fourth, and number 3 Brian Constantine. We got enough Brians out there to start their own race, running in fifth. Number 20 is your leader, Zorgaland, in this second Duke semi. 92 Jim Beeman trying to reel him in as they go back through turns 1 and 2. Last week's feature winner, 28 Dave Oblinas, now up into third. Coming to the halfway mark this time around. Number 20 is Zorgaland. Holds on to that big lead in front of Jim Beeman and Dave Oblinas, who are now looking at each other in their battle for second and third. Number 3, Brian Constantine, moves up into fourth, followed by number 14, Danny Burke. The 20 car, Zorgaland, a little loose coming out of turn 2, holds on to that. Oh, he's got about a 7-8 car lead over number 28, Dave Oblinas, and 92, Jim Beeman. Who are now in their own little battle as they try to settle second. Down the front stretch, they were tied at the stripe. Oblinas has the inside line. And it's 28, Dave Oblinas, coming out of turn 2, moving up into second spot. They see the signs, 2 laps to go. This time around, number 20 is Zorgaland, still out in front in this second of the Duke semis. Followed by Dave Oblinas. 92, Jim Beeman. Now number 3, Brian Constantine, trying to make his presence felt now in a battle for third with 92, Jim Beeman. And it's number 3, Brian Constantine, moving up in front of Beeman to take over third. Here they come for the white flag, and it's up for number 20 is Zorgaland. Dave Oblinas, Brian Constantine, Jim Beeman, Danny Burke. 0-0 is Derek Smith, number 9, Brian Quinlan, 33. Jim Dunham, 17, Lee Stryton, 68, Brian Chappell. And the winner's going to be number 20 is Zorgaland, followed by Dave Oblinas, number 3, Brian Constantine, and Jim Beeman, and a host of others. And the 20 car picks up that checker flag. That Pontiac Le Mans, that used to be a Pontiac Le Mans, is now a Malibu, is out of Shediac and sponsored by Beaubaison.
before the big feature.
Little feature also brought to you by the fine folks at Great Tool Limited, and as they get ready to come out on the track, that's what we're bringing you now. Don't forget, before our big feature tonight, we'll be drawing for the 3 main sets of tools. As our friend Mr. Dave Weatherby's here tonight, representing all the Great Tools agents in Atlantic Canada, as he's their Atlantic Canada sales manager. Please close the gate, sir. Thank you very much. This will be your 15 lap, little feature, and it's going to be 94, Winnie Burnham, 47, Ken Bennington, 14, Elsie Beeman. Number 7, Bob Charters, 28 is Bob DeWolf. Number 6, Terry Charters, 21, Mike Arsenault, 33 or 8. 33, Vince McCormick, and number 55, Dave Mullins. Out of this 15-lap little feature, the winner is the last qualifier for tonight's 30-lap main feature. As now they go back, 3 wide into turn 1 and 2. On the inside, 14, Elsie Beeman is the meat in that sandwich, and he is just trying to maintain that line down the backstretch. 94, Winnie Burnham holding up the wash coming out of turn 4. As now they decide to go 3 wide again, and this does not work. As now we stuff some cars hard into the wall. That's Bob Charters on the short end of that, along with 47, Ken Bennington. That was a 3 wide mistake down in there, and it looks like number 28, Bob DeWolf, picks up the dire of the black flag, and Kenny Brace's fond embrace of, as this will park the 28 car in that last chance race. That sportsman.
That's over the last night of points race.
So 28 out of this one, Bob DeWolf driving for Jim McPherson. The point, 47, Ken Bennington on the outside, and Bobby Charters. And number 6, Terry Charters. 21, Mike Arsenault. 33, Vince McCormick. 55, Dave Mullins. And 14, L.C. Beeman. Here they come for the restart. Back into turn 3. This is in lap number 1 of the 15 lap Great Tools little feature. Here they come out of turn 4, and it's a tie at the stripe between 94, Winnie Burnham, and 47, Ken Bennington, as the 2 Charters fill in 3rd and 4th. That's Bob and Terry. They go down the backstretch one more time. 47, Ken Bennington, trying to keep the nose on his front as they come out of turn 4, and with the lead at 47, Ken Bennington, then number 6, Terry Charters, 94, Winnie Burnham, and 33 now, last week's feature winner. Trying to make a move, that's 33, Vince McCormick. Vince started tonight's action way up in 3rd spot in the points. It's still 47, Ken Bennington, number 6, Terry Charters, 33, Vince McCormick. 1, 2, 3 as they go out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. They try to break away from the rest of the field as that train now goes back into turns 3 and 4. Here comes the front 3, and you can cover them with a blanket. It's Ken Bennington, Terry Charters, and Vince McCormick. Then Bob Charters, Mike Arsenault, and now 55, Dave Mullins. And Dave has had a couple of tough licks here tonight at Riverglade Speedway on that 55 car. Here comes that battle for first place out of turn 4, and it's number 6, Terry Charters up into the front row in the lead, followed by 33, Vince McCormick, and 47, Ken Bennington in the shuffle, ends up in 3rd coming out of turn 2. Then we have another group of 3 cars in a battle for 4th spot. Remember, only 1 car makes it out of the little feature into the main event, still to come tonight. Number 6, Terry Charters at 33. Vince McCormick and Carl at the park going down the back chute. They'll be coming to the halfway mark as this time around. And out of turn 4 at the half, it's still number 6, Terry Charters at 33. Vince McCormick. They start to break away from 47, Ken Bennington. Reeling in the pack is number 55, Dave Mullins. Number 7, Bob Charters rounds off the top 5 as they come out of turn 4. It's still number 6, Terry Charters. Number 6, Terry Charters at 33, Vince McCormick. Car length apart as they go into turns 3 and 4. McCormick seems to reel him in the turns, but he can't power with him down these straight stretches. 55, Dave Mullins now getting around the 47 car to take over that third spot. Coming out of turn 2 and down the back chute. There's the two cars they're chasing. Number 6, Terry Charters, and 33, Vince McCormick. Train is still number 6, Terry Charters. He maintains that one-car lead. You watch McCormick reel him in the turns, but watch what happens as they come out. And that's where Charters shows off the power he has. But McCormick this time didn't let loose. As they now go back into turn 2, they try to stretch it out down the backstretch. 55, Dave Mullins, holding on to that third spot in case anything happens up front. 2 laps to go this time around for number 6, Terry Charters. 33, Vince McCormick still holds on to that second spot. They'll be coming around for the white flag. 1 lap to go this time. And there you now see a 3-car battle shaping up. As number 55, Dave Mullins, is caught up to the leaders. He's now on the inside of McCormick. He moves down on the inside. Less than 2 turns to go. Here they come around for the battle. Who's it going to be out of turn 4? And it's number 6, Terry Charters, 55, Dave Mullins, and 33, Vince McCormick. And then Ken Bennington, Mike Arsenault, and Elsie Beeman, and Bob Charters. So number 6, Terry Charters out of Moncton in that 89 Pontiac Grand Am, sponsored by Ripley's Auto Sales, and a member of the Charters racing team, holds on to win the last chance race and that Great Tools Trophy. We'd ask thou that Mr. Dave Weatherby of Great Tools Limited, would you like to go out after, right now I guess, and present that Great Tools Trophy? Mr. Dave Weatherby. Garnet McMacken, could you come to the tower please right away? Garnet. What's my little feature? Number 6, Terry Charters. We welcome Mr. Dave Weatherby from Great Tools Limited here tonight, representing all the Great Tools dealers in Atlantic Canada. About to present the trophy along with Stephen Pettipaw and our track photographer, Mr. Gary Ward. Terry's going to bail out. Let's have a nice hand for number 6, the winner of that Sportsman little feature, number 6, Terry Charters. As we see him getting the hardware and the trophy, of course, from Dave Weatherby of Great Tools Limited. Dave's going to be kept busy tonight. He'll be presenting the Duke Feature Trophy in just a few minutes. And then he's going to be hosting the draw for the 3 sets of 3 drive tools tonight. Also courtesy of Great Tools Limited. And he's going to help us draw for the Eastern Sports Bike as well. So we're going to put him right to work tonight. Here tonight as he's out here enjoying the racing. Thanks, Dave. Now as we get ready to go,
Coming out on the track now.
we're going to have a guest starter here tonight, waving the checkered flag for the Duke's feature. We'll let you know who that is in just a few minutes. The first starter here at Riverglade Speedway was a man who was standing in front of our present starter and has been doing it for about 28 or 29 years. Herman Berry was the first starter here in August of 1964, and he is going to wave the green flag for this feature tonight. So let's welcome the man who represents the first starter and Citywide Courier Messenger Service, sponsoring this year's Duke's Points Parade, Mr. Herman Berry. Thank you, Herman.
30 years ago, he was standing on the back of a flatbed truck.
Yeah. 30 years ago, I heard it was the flatbed truck that he stood on, if I'm not mistaken, waving flags where all the officiating was going on. And it was very close to the track, so probably not much has changed. He just looks down now instead of looking straight out. This is your Duke feature. Number 7, Jim LeBlanc. Number 5 is Stephen Potter. Number 15, Terrion. 99, Joe Dupree. 16, Star Strike. 95 is Jill Legier. 42 is Charlie Lewis. 62, Josh Goslin. 68, Brian Chappell. 92 is Jim Beeman. Number 20 is Azor Gallant. Number 9, Brian Quinlan. 14, Danny Burke. 28, Dave Oblinus. 00, Derek Smith. 33 is Jim Dunham. 17 is Lee Stride. And number 3 is Brian Constantine. And it's time to go racing. As the group literally heads down out of turn 2 and down the backstretch, they are still bunched up, headed for turns 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, it's still number 5, Stephen Potter out in front of number 7, Jim LeBlanc. 99, Joe Dupree. 15, Terry Allen. Rounding out the top 5 is number 95, Jill Legier, as they go back into turns 1 and 2. Still staying very cozy over there as they go down the backstretch. The man they're all chasing, number 5, Stephen Potter. Down the front stretch one more time, it's still number 5, Stephen Potter with the lead. Followed in there by number 7, Jim LeBlanc. 15, Terry Allen. And 99, Joe Dupree. Number 95, Jill Legier, still rounds off that top 5 with 62, Josh Goslin moving into that front 6-pack as they come out of turn 4. Turn 3, it's Stephen Potter trying to move into another postal zone with this lead with number 7, Jim LeBlanc, and 99, Joe Dupree, and 15, Terry Allen in a battle for second. Stephen Potter now all by himself with this lead, as it looks like one of those cars is hard on the brakes, or makes them all. They're behind one of those cars, maybe leaking a bit of oil as it gets a little slippery out there in turn 1. But there's your leader, number 5, Stephen Potter. There's that battle for second between Jim LeBlanc, 99, Joe Dupree, 15, Terry Allen, and 95, Jill Legier. Still in a battle as they go down the backstretch. Not much real estate out there, and not much room for error as they move out of turn 4. There's the man they're chasing all by himself in turn 1. That's Stephen Potter. He's trying to move into another postal zone with the lead. 99, Joe Dupree. This time they decide to go single file out of turn 2. Joe Dupree is second. 95, Jill Legier holds on to third. And number 9, Brian Quinlan, has moved up into 4th. Followed by the 28 car now in the top 5 is Dave Oblinus, with number 3, Brian Constantine, rounding off the top 6. Coming to the halfway mark this time around in our Duke's feature. Number 5, Stephen Potter. 99, Joe Dupree, and number 9, Brian Quinlan. Battle for second at the half. 95, Jill Legier. 28, Dave Oblinus now trying to make his move on the outside, taking over that 4th spot as they go into turn 3. Out of this corner now, here they come, chasing the 5 car of Stephen Potter. They're lining up now to take a run at him. It's number 9, Brian Quinlan, up in the 2nd spot, followed by 28, last week's feature winner, Dave Oblinus. Now, number 3, Brian Constantine, making his presence felt out there, has moved into the top 4 as they're all chasing this man, number 5, Stephen Potter. Number 9, Brian Quinlan all by himself now in that race down the back chute. Good battle for third between number 3, Brian Constantine, 28, Dave Oblinus, and 62, Josh Goslin. Then the rest of the field as they are still bunched up coming out of turn 4. Number 5, Stephen Potter, seeing that lead shrink up just a little bit on every lap. Number 9, Brian Quinlan in second. 3, in running in third is Brian Constantine. Then Dave Oblinus, 62, Josh Goslin, and rounding off the top 6 is 00, Derek Smith. Laps to go this time around, and the front 3 cars are now easily accessible, as they say. Number 5, Stephen Potter, with number 9, Brian Quinlan, trying to make a move on the inside. They're side by side this time, coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch, and have a new leader going into turn 3 as number 9, Brian Quinlan, has reeled in the 5-car of Stephen Potter. Here they come for the white flag and down the front stretch for the last time. Number 3, Brian Constantine in there as well. Potter goes up against the wall and Constantine takes over the second spot going down the backstretch. Into turn 3 for the last time as they come around for the checkered flag. It's number 9, Brian Quinlan, and number 3, Brian Constantine. And your winner is number 9, Brian Quinlan, followed by number 3, Brian Constantine. And rounding off the top 3 will be number 5, Stephen Potter, followed by 28, David Williams, and 62, Josh Goslin. And that checkered flag that you see, our first starter of 1964 waving, was the first checkered flag ever waved here at Riverglade Speedway. How about that? How about a nice hand for our first starter ever, Herman Perry. Thank you, Herman. It may have been one of Winona's tablecloths at the start of the day, but it ended up being the first checkered flag ever used here at Riverglade Speedway. As we wait for the winner of that one, the gentleman from Gallagher Ridge, sponsored by Charm Beauty Cellar, and Awning World Drawing, number 9, Brian Quinlan. As we wait for our fine friend who's out there again, Mr. Dave Weatherby of Great Tools Limited, to present the hardware from that fine organization who are sponsoring tonight's races, along with the prizes that you folks have been filling out those ballots for, I hope. As the ballot box has disappeared. We'll be going to be drawing for 3 names until we pick 3 people who are here tonight to win those 3 drive tools. So, a great night, and then of course we'll be giving away from Eastern Sports Limited our beautiful children's bicycle that Stephen Pettipaw test drove earlier, and they're still here in the tires. Good news. So we get ready now before tonight's feature to draw for those nice prizes. I'm going to go trackside with Ernie and Dave Willoughby, and we'll be back in just a second. Testing, 1, 2, testing. All right, thank you, Herman. And now, folks, it's our pleasure for me to introduce to you Mr. Dave Weatherby, Great Tools. David, thank you. Our new track owner, Pat Rogers. Our present boss, Ernie McLean. Ernie, we're going to put David to work first and to start picking names for the folks that are here. You got to be here to win one of these beautiful sets of Great Tools. Steve, do you want to bring them out? We'll put them up on the wall here. This 3/8 drive should get some guys going and some ladies as well. Okay, the first name, Mr. Weatherby, if you please. A little bit of a drum beat, and it is for the first set, Bob Cormier. Bob, are you here? From 31 Fulton Court in Moncton. Oh, good. First time, first name. Let me let you hold on to those. Now, Mr. Cormier, here's the bad news. You've got to have your picture taken. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Name number 2. David, if you will. We forgot to bring the drums. Pat, you should have been playing the drums today. And Betty Charters. Betty Charters, and I know they're here. From Salisbury. These aren't metric adjustable. These are 3/8 drive, but I'm sure Bob can put them to good use. Some nights Bob would probably eat them. If Betty's mad at them, they'll be in the soup anyway. Is it your birthday as well, Betty? Okay, fine. Thursday? Okay, fine. We'll contact the fire department. And we understand it's Pat and Shelley's anniversary as well. We'll do everything we can for you to embarrass you out here, guy. Have no problem. And winner number 3, and they've been both here tonight. This makes it easy. It's always embarrassing when you draw. 18 years. Very good. She is a patient lady. Now, from Riverglade, representing car number 62, Liz Lewis. Or is there 2 Liz Lewises, maybe? Liz Lewis from Riverglade and Liz Lewis from... Okay, could be the wrong Liz. Sorry about that. Is there 2? I only know 1. I'm sorry, I might have... There's no phone number. I'm going to do a print test here. Hold it now. We have a lady running in very gingerly this way. Okay. How about that? We have 2 Liz Lewises. 1 from Riverglade and 1 from Salisbury. Would that be the fair thing you would have put on yours? You would have put Riverglade. You're going to swear to that? Okay, fine. Go over it. You won't swear. If I don't give you these tools, you'll swear. Congratulations to all 3 winners tonight. So they get their final list. Thank you, Liz. Sorry for embarrassing you to death here. And I'd like to thank fine folks from Gray and Harlot Bob. We're going to announce also, you might have heard me earlier, that on the banquet coming up on November the 19th, there'll be a major prize given to the driver who missed the least laps, and Mr. Weatherby are there for that one as well. What's the value of that prize that will be coming up? Darn near $2,000 prize. And let's have a nice hand as he gets ready to pull out for the Eastern Sports Limited. We're going to put it right to work here tonight. There we go. Steven has test driven this. And Pee-wee fan winner of the Eastern Sports Bike is, from Salisbury, Brandon Wood Patterson. Brandon, are you here? Anybody else from the family here tonight? Don't worry, we'll see that he gets it. Brandon Wood Patterson. Oh. I think we have a member of the family. I think one of the drivers followed up the one with the horsepower that'll be put onto the bike. Okay, but you have to test lap the whole track. She said no. Gary, would you do the honors, please? Stephen, would you stand in there with Ernie as well? Okay, Ernie's shy. You give Stephen a pretty girl, he'll stand beside her every time. Thank you very much, and congratulations to Brandon Wood Patterson for winning the bike. We thank Eastern Sports for that as well. Now it's my pleasure to turn the mic over to the boss, Ernie McLean.
Thank you, Les. At this time, I'd just like to thank everybody that supported us over the last 30 years. This is our last sportsman race here at Riverglade Speedway. Under our promotion, of course, Pat Rogers will be running the 11th and the 18th, and I hope that every fan that's here tonight will support Pat in the next years to come. All I can say is, hey, Pat maybe fixed his mic too. All I can say is thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and all the sponsors and people we've had. It's been a very good 30 years, so thank you very much. Pat, did you have anything to say, or? I'd like to welcome everybody back on the 11th. And thank you all for coming here tonight. Even with all that's been going on this week, the record will show that I remembered our anniversary too. Thanks, Pat, and good luck, Pat.
Now, Ernie, I'm going to get you to announce and perhaps, shall we say, your last Pee Wee fan winner before you turn up the retirement gloves. And the winner is?
Nicky McLean. Nicky McLean, 7 years old, 62, Paul Lewis.
Okay, so Nick McLean, where are you? There he is. He can come down here, and 62, Paul Lewis. We'll ask him to kind of fall on a line down there and come up and take our final Pee Wee fan winner of the season here under the administration of the McLeans. How you doing? You cold yet? It is chilly, isn't it? Okay, Gary's getting ready to give him a flash when Paul gets up here.
Not pass for a pass yet, but I think him up.
To bring you the Great Tool 30-lap main event for our sportsman cars as we thank Paul Lewis and, of course, our Pee Wee fan there, Mr. McLean, and all of you for making this season possible. Don't forget tomorrow we bring you the 200-lap endurance brought to you by Diet Coke and our Wreck and Race to follow after that. And then on the 11th and the 18th, we bring you the new track owner, Pat and Shelley Rogers, bringing you two exciting afternoons here, the 11th and the 18th at 2 o'clock, more exciting stock car racing. So that's a little thing to add to your September social calendar. Now for our 30-lap feature, we bring you number 29, Bobby Fraser, 99. On the outside of him, Paul Jorgensen, 78 is Adam Pond. Then it's the number 8 car of John Godfrey. The number 30 car, Aaron Lewis, 62 is Paul Lewis. 13, Roger Sears, number 50, Danny Duke, 89, Jim Duke, number 40, Billy McLean, 09, Todd Turner, 85 is Ken McKenzie, 25 is Ian Mullins. They're coming out of turn 4 with number 2 on the outside of Mullins, and it's Pam to go racing. Backstretch for the first time in this 30-lap feature is number 22, Al Snellgrove, goes to the infield. It's still 29, Bobby Fraser, 78, Adam Pond coming out with the lead out of turn number 4. We have a crash here in the front stretch involving the number 2 car of Danny Brown as he gets spun around, and this will bring out our first yellow flag. Flag, and the number 2 car there, Danny Brown, he's okay as he gets up to that Monte Carlo. As he went hard in there and got spun around, and that brought out and then necessitated the yellow flag. Congratulations tonight to all our yellow light goes out in front of the Budweiser sign like it just did. The drivers know to put the pedal to the metal as they come out of turn 4 for the restart. Now they're all eating grit from that speedy dry here in the front stretch. Number 29, Bobby Fraser, and 78, Adam Pond. 1 and 2 coming into turn 3 with number 8, John Godfrey. Number 99, Paul Jorgensen in that 4th spot as they come down the front stretch. Down the back chute one more time. It's still 29, Bobby Fraser, 78, Adam Pond, and number 8, John Godfrey with 62, Paul Lewis. Making the move on the outside of Jorgensen, moving into 4. Out of turn 4, here's your leader, 29, Bobby Fraser. backstretch, it continues to be number 29, Bob Fraser, 78, Adam Pond, and number 8, John Godfrey. Rounding off into the next three comes number 4, 62, Paul Lewis, and 89, Jim Duke has moved up there with 85, Ken McKenzie on the fly on the outside. Going back towards turns 3 and 4, it continues to be number 29, Bob Fraser, 78, Adam Pond, and number 8, John Godfrey. Then we have a group of 4 in a battle for 4th spot. Paul Lewis, Jim Duke, Ken McKenzie, Todd Turner, and 19, Timmy Rogers rounds off the top 8 as they go down the backstretch. Back into turn 1, your leader continues to be number 29, Bob Fraser, 78, Adam Pond, who goes a little loose out of turn 2. Pond keeps the car underneath him, but number 8, John Godfrey, reeled him in. And now we have a 2-car battle for 2nd spot going back into turn 3. Into turn 3 out of turn 4, a new car up into 2nd spot comes number 8, John Godfrey. 78, Adam Pond keeps that car underneath him, but gives up a position. 62, Paul Lewis now on the inside of Pond as they come out of turn 2. Now we have a 2, 5, 7-car battle for 2nd spot. Here's the man they're all chasing, 29, Bobby Fraser. Adam Pond takes over that position he lost. Back up into 2nd spot as they go down the front stretch. And now in the back chute, it's 78, Adam Pond still in 2nd, but 85, Ken McKenzie has now moved his way up into 3rd spot. Bobby Fraser with a half a backstretch lead. He's trying to maintain it and let these guys battle behind him. 78 Adam Pond now, 85 Ken McKenzie up on the outside. It's McKenzie now door to door with the 2nd place car of Adam Pond, and McKenzie takes over 2nd spot in the front stretch. He's still on the outside, but he has those revs up and will maintain that 2nd position as they come out of the turn 2. With that half car lead, they go back into 3. Out of turn 4, Adam Pond comes right back up on the inside, down the front stretch. Look at this battle. It's all for 2nd spot, and those 4 cars are in it. Adam Pond on the inside loses the head, and it's 85, Ken McKenzie up into 2nd. Now it's Tim Duke up into 3rd spot on the outside of Adam Pond. It's Timmy Rogers in this hunt as well. Down the backstretch, and the world all his own is your race leader, 29, Bobby Fraser. Followed by 85, Ken McKenzie, now 89, Jim Duke, and 19, Timmy Rogers running off the top 4, with 78, Adam Pond in the shuffle back to 5th. Bobby Fraser here in the front stretch continues to hold that big lead. With 85, Ken McKenzie, 89, Jim Duke, and 19, Timmy Rogers in a 3-car battle for 2nd going out of turn 2. There's your leader, 29, Bob Fraser, but look at this 3-car train in the battle for 2nd at the half. As they chase down the leader, Ken McKenzie in 2nd, 89 car, Jim Duke in 3rd, and 19, Timmy Rogers in 4th, 78, Adam Pond in 5th, and rounding off the top 6 is 09, Todd Turner. Stays the same down the backstretch. 29, Bob Fraser continues the lead. Followed by 85, Ken McKenzie, 89, Jim Duke, and 19, Timmy Rogers. And that 3-car train in the battle for 2nd spot. Rogers looks to the inside, coming out of turn 2 to test Jim Duke. Duke does not open that door. And the real estate between the leader, Bob Fraser, there he is in the front stretch, and 85, Ken McKenzie is narrowing. Down the backstretch, 29, Bob Fraser, your leader, followed by Ken McKenzie. Now he opened the door just a little bit. Jim Duke looks to the inside. Now McKenzie and Jimmy Duke in that battle for 2nd with 19, Timmy Rogers, now making a move on the outside of Duke. Then we have a 3-car battle for 4th between Todd Turner, Billy McLean, and Adam Pond. In the shuffle, Adam Pond gets shuffled back to 7th. 29, Bob Fraser with 10 laps to go. Jimmy Duke now and Ken McKenzie side by side with 19, Timmy Rogers taking that inside line and trying to go with Jim Duke as they get around McKenzie in the backstretch. Here comes your leader, number 29, Bob Fraser with less than 10 laps to go. With 89, Jim Duke now up into second. Timmy Rogers on the inside of McKenzie takes over third spot. In the shuffle, McKenzie gets shuffled back to fourth spot. Here comes your leader out of down the front stretch. 29, Bobby Fraser. 89, Jim Duke. Methodical in his challenge to try and reel him in as they go down the backstretch. He's within 10 car lengths as they go back into turn number 3. There's your leader, 29, Bob Fraser, as they get around the 93 car of Philly Bear as they come out of turn number 2. Jim Duke now. Whoa, Fraser stuffs the wall. Coming out of turn 2. Jim Duke looks to the outside. There's your battle. As they've got a slower car of Philly Bear in front. And there's the new leader, 89, Jim Duke, as they box in the 29 car of Bobby Fraser. Now Timmy Rogers takes over second spot. And it looks like Ken McKenzie is up into third. As they boxed in the 29 car here in the front stretch with 5 laps to go. 89 trying to take over where he left off last week, winning the second half of the Homestead Restaurant International. Here's your leader, Jim Duke, as they go down the front stretch. 19, Timmy Rogers, right up on the back bumper. We're going to have a finish in this one. As 85, Ken McKenzie is up into third. There's your leader, 89, Jim Duke, 19, Timmy Rogers, running in second with 85, Ken McKenzie in third, and they've got 2.5 laps to go. Kitty Blaze out now with the 2 flags, 2 laps to go for 89, Jim Duke, and 19, Timmy Rogers, 85, Ken McKenzie, 29, Bob Fraser, 40, Billy McLean, 09, Todd Turner, and 66, Kenny Crossway. A lap and a half to go, and here they come in that battle for first spot. Timmy Rogers has not got a feature win this season, and he's got 1 lap to do it. The backstretch with a half a lap to go. It's 89, Jim Duke, 19, Timmy Rogers. Rogers with 1 more chance. Here they come out of third, 4, and the winner's going to be 89, Jim Duke, 19, Timmy Rogers, and 85, Ken McKenzie in third. Followed by Bobby Fraser, Billy McLean, Todd Turner, Paul Jorgensen, Kenny Crossway, and Adam Braun, Paul Lewis. Number 8, John Garvey, 30, Aaron Lewis, Roger Sears, Terry Dragon, something there. 42 is Steve Rogers, number 50, Danny Duke, 25, Ian Mullins, and number 93, Philly Bear. And there's your winner of the final feature of the point season here at Riverglade Speedway. Number 89, Jim Duke, driving the Auto Trader, Steel Mart, Killam Auto Wash, Charles Metro, and Reach Out CPR training program, whom we gave away some nice prizes tonight, and we thank them for their participation here at Riverglade. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's your point season, but don't forget to be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock, when we bring you the Diet Coke 200 lap enduro. And on the 11th, next Sunday, we'll be bringing you the first races run by the new track owners of Shelley and Pat Rogers. And Pat swears he did not forget Shelley's anniversary. And on the 18th, they'll be doing it again. So we hope that you'll be here for both of those races coming up on the 11th and 18th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't forget to be here tomorrow for the same as well. As we thank you for your participation in this, our 30th year. On behalf of the McLeans, they thank you for 30 years of great fun here at Riverglade Speedway. We thank Herman Berry for coming out tonight and waving the mini checkered. Hope that he enjoyed doing it as well. So we hope you've enjoyed tonight's races, and we'll be back tomorrow, as well as next Sunday and the 18th as well. Next year,
very much.
Well, unofficially, it looks like Timmy Rogers made it for the four-peat. That's unofficial as we congratulate number 89, Jim Doug, tonight's feature winner, and thanks to Great Tools for making a great night here possible at Riverglade Speedway. And congratulations to the three winners as we invite Mr. Dave Weatherby back out there. Dave, you're there. Great, thank you. Thank you, big guy. Thank you very, very much. And you heard us announce that Great Tool also will be sponsoring the major prize for this year's driver in either division that missed the least amount of laps. And that will, of course, be announced at the banquet coming up in November. So watch for that announcement. We know that you folks will want to be there November 19th, if I'm not mistaken, in Riverview Kinsman Center. If you've been at the last few banquets, you know that the Riverview Kinsman Center is a great size for the party we like to throw. So in a couple of hours, you'll be all back here again, we hope, tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock here at Riverglade Speedway. So until then, please enjoy your Labor Day weekend and drive carefully.